evening and hello. My name is Renee D. Warren, and I am the founder of Uniquely and Wonderfully Made Ministries. Welcome to you all, and a special welcome to the new members of my community. We here at Uniquely and Wonderfully Made Ministries purpose to change the hearts and minds of the public by putting forth evidence to support the assertion that people with mental illness have value. I am glad to be able to speak with you now. Today, my presentation is seasonal affective disorder. People feel, quote, down, unquote, when the season changes. Some people feel, quote, down, unquote, or depressed at the onset of winter, and some at the onset of summer. The majority of people feel, quote, down, unquote, or depressed at the onset of winter. These periods of mood changes are called, quote, winter blues, unquote, or, quote, summer blues, unquote, respectively. In some cases, these mood changes affect how the person feels, thinks, and handles daily activities. There are certain signs and symptoms of seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. The symptoms usually last 4 to 5 months a year. Symptoms of major depression may include, quote, feeling depressed most of the day or nearly every day, losing interest in activities you once enjoyed, experiencing changes in appetite or weight, having problems with sleep, feeling sluggish or agitated, having low energy, feeling hopeless or worthless, having difficulty concentrating, and lastly, having frequent thoughts of death or suicide, unquote. For winter pattern SAD, additional specific symptoms may include, quote, oversleeping or hypersomnia, overeating, particularly with a craving for carbohydrates, weight gain, and lastly, social withdrawal, feeling like, quote, hibernating, unquote. Specific symptoms for summer pattern SAD may include trouble sleeping or insomnia, poor appetite leading to weight loss, restlessness and agitation, anxiety, and lastly, episodes of violent behavior, unquote. Quote, the only way a person can probably properly be diagnosed with SAD is that they have to fill out specific questionnaires to determine if their symptoms meet the criteria for SAD. To be diagnosed with SAD, a person must meet the following criteria. Quote, they must have symptoms of major depression or specific symptoms of SAD. The depressive episodes must occur during specific seasons, i.e., only during the winter months or summer months for at least 2 consecutive years. However, not all people with SAD experience symptoms every year. And lastly, the episodes must be more frequent than other depressive episodes that the person may have had at other times of the year during their lifetime. Millions of American adults suffer from SAD. It tends to start in young adulthood. It is more common for women than men. Winter SAD is more common in those living farther north. For example, people living in Alaska or New England, where where there are shorter daylight hours in the winter. Quote, SAD is more common in people who already have major depressive disorders, especially bipolar 2 disorder, which is associated with recurring depressive and hypomaniac episodes. It is also a fact that people with SAD have other mental health disorders, such as attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, an eating disorder, an anxiety disorder, or a panic disorder. Quote, SAD sometimes runs in families. SAD is more common in people who have relatives with other mental illnesses, such as major depression or schizophrenia, unquote. The causes of SAD are not known. However, research indicates that people with SAD have a reduced amount of the neurotransmitter serotonin in their brains. Serotonin helps to regulate a person's mood. Research suggests that sunlight controls the level of serotonin in the brain, and it helps the brain to maintain normal levels of the neurotransmitter. In people with SAD, the regulation of serotonin does not function properly. Quote, both serotonin and melatonin help maintain a body's daily rhythm that is tied to seasonal night-day cycle. In people with SAD, the changes in serotonin and melatonin levels disrupt the normal daily rhythms. As a result, they can no longer adjust to seasonal changes in day length, leading to sleep, mood, and behavior changes, unquote. Deficits in vitamin D can exacerbate these problems because vitamin D is believed to promote serotonin activity. The vitamin comes from sunlight, which is absorbed through the skin. Since there is less sunlight during winter months, it is believed that the lack of vitamin D exacerbates the condition. SAD is treated through the use of artificial lights called, quote, light therapy, unquote. Psychotherapy called, quote, talk therapy, unquote, or medications. Thus ends my presentation for today. I am glad to be able to share with you all today. I hope that you found my presentation to be both interesting and informative. My next presentation will be on the second Friday of next month. Please view it and have your family and friends view it also. I would like for you to join everyone to join my community by going to my website and filling out the pop-up contact form. My email, my website and my email address are on the description portion of this video. You will find blogs and past videos on my website. Send me your questions, concerns, and prayer requests to my email address. I would love to be invited to come speak to your group on hot topics on mental health. Please email me your name, the name of your group, your email address, your website address, your street address, and your telephone number. I am the founder of Uniquely and Wonderfully Made Ministries. My name is Renee D. Waring, and I am the Warrior Warring.